The journey isn't always what you expect it to be. You're going to go to sleep making a plan, but when push comes to shove, life is going to do whatever it takes to deter you from your ultimate goal and your ultimate destination. The last thing you should consider is quitting. The last thing you should ever allow your mind to process is that you failed or you're a failure. We can only fail when we give up. You can only fail when you choose to not carry on. So if we're looking at it from that mindset, if you're willing to fail, if you're willing to quit, then you never actually was willing to do whatever was necessary in order to succeed. Life is not Aladdin. Life is not a fairy tale. Yes, we choose to believe in a higher being, spiritual, almost mythical specimen to guide us through life and take care of us. But at the end of the day, it's he who must get up and put in the action, must put in the work, must put in the productivity to reach the goals that you're looking for. It's one thing to get up and walk out the door, but if you get up and walk out the door and don't utilize that time to be productive or pursue towards your goal, then you're better off just laying down all day, wishing and hoping for luck to some way be on your side. Everything never happens when you want it to happen. Honestly, it doesn't even happen when you work towards it to happen. It's going to happen when the time is absolute. When the time is absolute. And nobody can dictate that. You can't determine that. You can't plan for that. All you got to do is stay focused on what you can control and be prepared for or if the opportunity shows up. Because there ain't no guarantee if you work hard, you're going to be successful. That's just not logical thinking. But we all fail to realize just because you want something so bad, just because you desire, just because you grind for something, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to ever be placed upon you on this journey. I like to think and I like to believe that everybody is here for a reason, and we all have our own personal objectives and personal purposes while we're here in this lifetime. Your sole purpose in this lifetime maybe to gather information for when you come back in the next lifetime. You ever sat back and thought, imagine if one day you were literally told everything you working for in this today in this world, you're not going to ever see the benefits of it in this lifetime. Your whole purpose is to gather up as much information for when it's time for you to pass over. Then only then you will be able to come back and reap the fruits of your labor. As I get more and more in tune with this spiritual journey and just looking at life for what it is, and I know a lot of us don't want to believe that, but some of us burdens are too great to overcome in this lifetime. Some of the bad choices that we made, good chance eliminated us from reaching whatever initial goal that we had. But just because you're not able to do necessarily what you want in this lifetime doesn't mean and doesn't give you the right to give up. You got to find another purpose. You got to find something else that intrigues you. Only thing I'm saying is don't be a waste of space. Don't allow yourself to get to that mindset to where you believe it's okay to be a waste of space just because things didn't work out, just because you were put in unfathomable situations, or just because you made an error in life that you realize and recognize that you're probably not going to ever recover from. And in retrospect to what people may want to tell you, it's okay to live life with some form of regrets. Just don't let the regrets be the end of your life. Because just because you're breathing don't mean you are living. Because there's a difference between living and existing. Okay, you may not be able to fulfill this one purpose in life that you dreamed that you dreamed for since you was a child. You know, you wanted to be a doctor, you wanted to be a lawyer. Oh, but you accidentally took a ride out after getting a beer or two, and now you got caught with a DUI, and now you're eliminated from practicing law or going to law school. Or you just going to stop living and just start existing from there? No. You're going to have to find another purpose. We all in life is born and was placed with a particular gift at something. Just because you got the gift at doing something or a natural talent to do something don't necessarily mean it's meant for you to do it in this lifetime. When it's time to get deep in tune with your spirituality, in ways you start realizing who you were in times before you was in this time. Let me try to explain that a little better. I personally believe we all are just a transference of energy, right? So the energy you are today, that energy was probably in the body of another being 100 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever years ago. Which is the reason why I said in the first line, some things in life you're supposed to, your purpose is to learn in order to be able to fulfill your ultimate destiny in the next life once your time here is done. But as for today, do your best to spread as much love. Do your best to be as much of a positive influence on somebody. Or just do your best to, if you don't believe you can be an individual who can be a positive influence on somebody, then do your part by not being a negative experience to anybody. I'm not up right now because I want to be up. I'm up right now because I know I have to be up. Because I know the only way I'm going to have a realistic shot of reaching whatever goal that I want to reach, no matter how minute, how small, how big it is, I got to get up and go. Even if I don't know where the hell I'm going. We're fighting a battle to not become stagnant. Every day you're fighting a battle to not become a waste. It's much more productive to waste your time chasing something than to just sit back and allow time to just pass you. Because once it passes you, remember, you can't catch back up. You can't catch up with it. Once time get a step in front of you, you can never run it. You can never outrun it. Once a particular moment passes you, no matter how much you run towards that moment to try to recapture or resavage it, you literally is just going to be chasing pavement, basically. It's like somebody it's like somebody who have a plan to chase the ground to the end of the destination. There's no end. There's no end game with that. Now you might find you a detour, you happen to go towards an ocean or something. But I'm quite sure once you get past the initial part of that ocean, there's going to be another country, another continent, another state, another something where the ground, the land starts again. Like shit. Can't even leave. You can't even outrun. Even if you get into space, you can't even outrun that, because now you're just transferring into another galaxy. You're just transferring to another place, just in a different form. Basically, what I'm saying is, you can't outrun or run over life. but life can definitely run over you. So just get up, go. Even if you don't know where you're going, at least you're putting in the effort and at least you're doing something.